She's looking like a spicy mamacita. Hey, what is up, guys? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you would please subscribe, like, comment down below so I can keep making content. Well, I'm gonna make it anyways. So today we are just doing a get ready with me. So I'm just getting ready for the day. You're gonna see how I completed this look. It's actually really simple, but you know, it just took me a bit, and you'll see that, but I'm going to cut a lot of this out. And so, yeah, I'm just going to talk about some things I wish I would have known about PCOS, tell you some stories, give you updates on my life, tell you a little bit about me. You never know what you're going to get with this. Anyways, so let's go along for the ride. Thank you for watching, and let's do it. All right, well, let's get started, shall we? So, let me just say that my skin is like hella dry all the time. PCOS and just being from the Panhandle of Texas, y'all. We get all of the seasons in one day. So the weather is constantly changing, and so that is just does craziness to our skin. So the first thing I do is I put on this hard candy. It's a fix-it serum. It hydrates the skin. It has coconut oil and hyaluronic acid, which is just really good. And I just put good 2 pumps in there, and I just really get the areas that I'm mostly dry in. I just want to remind people, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not an MUA. I just want to get ready with you guys. So just follow along with me as we go over like some things I wish I would have known about PCOS. And I just want to say forgive me for looking off, because sometimes I just got to see that I'm doing this right. So yeah, I just pat in this oil. It feels so good. It feels very light on my skin, and I love it. I've completely done like a whole total recall of all of the products I've used on my face, just because my skin was getting irritated. So I start with that, and then I move on to this amazing stuff. It's kind of, you know, I've used it a lot. You can tell it's called Fourth Ray, and it's a turmeric face milk. And so if you're not putting turmeric in your food, you need to start. Turmeric is just a great anti-inflammation. So obviously, you know, I'm trying to put that on my skin. Again, I pat it down on the areas that I get driest, and then just kind of slap my face. No lie, like my skin has done a complete makeover. Like, I'm a new woman, Jesus. Anyhow, so that's the second thing that I put on my face. Then I go in with this e.l.f. Poreless Primer. It's cheap. It does its job. I have enlarged pores just because I am exfoliating my skin, just because, like I said, I always want to get that dryness out, and I'm just warming up the product in my fingertips, and then I just place it where my pores are the largest. So I already did my eyebrows off camera. I already can see some places where I've like already wiped it off. I need to get my eyebrows done. My husband does it because he was a barber in the Dominican Republic, but I haven't liked how he's been doing it lately. Disrespectful. Let's just talk about the first thing that I wish I would have known about PCOS. I wish that I knew that you can definitely reverse your symptoms, and you can still get pregnant with PCOS. It doesn't have to define you. Just really quickly, the next product I'm using, this is a tinted moisturizer. It's by ColourPop, as well as the face milk was by ColourPop. And so this is a tinted moisturizer, just because the foundation that I'm going to show you that I use doesn't have a lot of coverage, so I need a little extra in my moisturizer. Again, this has hyaluronic acid in it as well. So anyhow, back to PCOS. Again, warming it up in my fingers. Back to PCOS. I have been reading and updating and doing my research, and tons of women have gotten pregnant even with their diagnosis, and I think that's so awesome. And so yeah, I'm just excited to, to know that I can still get pregnant even with my diagnosis. It just means that I've got to change a lot of things. I wish I had known that there are certain foods that I should be avoiding, certain foods that I should be eating a lot more of. And so just like a lot of those foods that are anti-inflammation types foods, anti-inflammatory. Why does that sound weird? Anti-inflammatory? I don't know. Anyways, like all of your berries are good. Your strawberries, your raspberries, your blueberries, anything berry is going to be a good food to eat. Your broccoli, your salmon, your avocado. I love avocado. There's just tons of food. Do your research. Just knowing that there are things that I have to avoid and things that I should be eating, and watching those carbs. We need to be watching those carbs anyways, but even more so when you have PCOS. Now I'm going to put on my foundation, and actually, okay, so I used to really love the Morphe foundation, and I just felt it began to feel too heavy for me, and then it would end up getting dry, and because I was going through dry season on my skin. So I actually, believe it or not, found this BB cream, and it's brand Sassy Chic, and I actually found it at the Dollar Tree. It's $1, obviously. I found that medium one looks really good on my skin. So this is actually just a BB cream that I've been using, and I really like it. It's very creamy, which is really great for my skin. So again, putting it on my fingers, and then I tend to blend and tap. I'm sure if a makeup artist watches this, they're gonna be like, no, baby girl, you don't know what you doing. What is you doing? I typically don't do my eyebrows first. I do my face and do all the face stuff first. But because my eyebrows drive me crazy. So yeah, another thing about what I wish I knew about PCOS before I was diagnosed is you have to stay active. Obviously I was being active, but PCOS makes you tired, like crazy tired. Like, I've talked about this in my other videos. If you've not seen it, I will link it up above. But you constantly have to be active. With PCOS, it's really hard to lose weight. So once you lose weight, it's like, oh my God, the scale is moving. Thank you, Jesus. Whenever you mess up just slightly, it could be like just one little thing, those pounds come back on really quickly, which really sucks. Obviously with PCOS, it's all hormonal. So a typical average person, they could just have a calorie deficit and just be active and you know, burn a lot of calories, and they'll lose that way. But for a person with PCOS, it's all hormonal. So there's tons of other factors that you have to take into consideration. So real quick, that was my face, but I see some markings on my eyebrows that I've already messed up. So I am using this NYX. It is Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour. I honestly never use the highlight portion because I use my own concealer. So I try out different little eyebrow things. I'm just starting this out. I've probably been using this for the last week or so. So when I first started, the tip was really pointed and it was great. And now it's, you know, come down some. It is very rounded and I don't like it. I made that side just a little too thick. She got them thick eyebrows. So I'm going to clean that up real quick, and the concealer that I'm obsessed with is ColourPop. This ColourPop concealer. It has, again, it's another hyaluronic creamy concealer. It's creamy, so it's great for my skin at this point in life. Clear up my eyebrows. Usually growth is good. No, this growth is bad. Because remember, I'm Hispanic and I have PCOS, so double whammy on the hairiness. I like it like that. So let me tell y'all, my eyebrows used to be thick and beautiful and just like perfect. Like I never had to fill them in. So then I started to get them waxed at this place, and the girl used to wax them really thin and I didn't like it. And so now it just grows with bald spots. It's Jamaican castor oil, and I've heard of people just like putting it on their eyebrows or their eyelashes where they want hair growth. And so I'm gonna start that and see if it works. I'm gonna go ahead and start concealing now that I have my foundation, my faux foundation. So I like to get under the eyes, down the nariz, ya tú sabes, menor, my T-zone, my eyelids, right here around my nose. That's tend to be where I get a little red. Down the side of my cheeks, my chin. I want to, obviously I'm a thick girl, so I want my face to be shaved down because I want the appearance of a slimmer face. Once I get to where I want to be on my goals, then obviously it's going to slim down on its own. So anyways, while I'm blending, another thing that I wish I would have known about having PCOS is not a lot of women know what PCOS is, believe it or not. It's interesting when I tell a lady like, oh, I deal with PCOS, and they're like, what is that? I'm like, girl, you literally have ovaries. How you not know, boo? No, I'm just kidding. But no, honestly, I'm glad they don't know, because that means that they don't suffer from it. I wouldn't wish this on my worst nightmare, because, you know, we all want to have the babies. And it's really hard to deal with infertility issues. So anyways, women, I like to educate women, tell them about what PCOS is and just some things that I go through. And it's interesting to hear from them that, one, they obviously didn't know what that was, and it educates them. So maybe if they come across somebody, they can, you know, spill a little knowledge. I want to update you guys on the supplements that I highly suggested. Well, first of all, I still highly suggest those supplements. I'm not taking anything back, but let me just say, I've never had any problems in the libido area at all. But since taking the Maca root, like, y'all, let me just say that, you know, my poor husband, I mean, he was all about it. So, I mean, that's a good problem to have, I guess. So if you are dealing with low libido, whether it be you or your husband, both of you guys can take the Maca root. If you are concerned about taking supplements, do your research. Like I said, I am not a doctor. So talk to your doctor, see what they say, double check to see if it's okay for you and your physician. Also, just a shout out to one of my bested friends. Check out her YouTube. Her name is Chantel Mazzone. That's a C with 2 L's, no E at the end, because ain't nobody tell you to put that on there. She actually just came out with the video about her alopecia. So if any of you are suffering from alopecia, again, the Maca root, if you get it in a powdery substance and you use it as a topical, it promotes healthy hair growth. Also, in my other video about my supplements, I talked about Primrose oil. That, again, that is an anti-inflammatory supplement, and so that also promotes healthy health growth too. So again, not a doctor, double check if it's all right with you. So the next thing I'm putting on is this translucent powder by Extraordinary. And I'm just gonna set it. I'm not a baker. I don't bake, but I do set my foundation because I don't want it to look crazy. I'm really excited because I ordered You know when you get on Instagram and Facebook and all those promotions like start popping up because our phones are listening to us and the algorithm finds what we're looking for. And so anyhow, I was on Instagram and this product popped up. And I was like, looks like to have good reviews. People are talking about it. It actually came in today. So I'm really excited to use it. This is called Thrive Cosmetics. And it's a liquid lash extensions mascara for length and volume. If you can see the back, it says you can start here and end here. We shall see, baby girl. 2 palettes. I actually have more, but these are the ones that I use often. So let me just say, first of all, me and Jaclyn Hill palette, absolutely obsessed. Excuse that it's sturdy, but we've gone through some things together. When I was living in the Dominican Republic, this palette got me through that heat. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, la República Dominicana hace tanto calor. And I'm from Texas, y'all, so I get heat. I mean, we get all of the seasons in a day from where I'm from. And so you don't ever know when you're about to sweat off your makeup. So this literally got me through my time in Dominican Republic when I was with my husband there. I also wanted to show, if you saw my ColourPop haul that I did a while back, this is the Midnight Masquerade. This is the Disney collection of all the princesses. I want to be a princess, mommy. Okay. These colors are obviously, I use them, but I tend to use my Jaclyn Hill a lot more. Another update of what's going on with me. I'm about to up my ante on my workouts. My weeks are really crazy. So first of all, I have a full-time job, which I absolutely love. And then I'm doing school part-time, working on a second master's degree in school counseling and licensed professional counselor. I'm doing that. I'm obviously married. I have my duties. I go to church. I have my, church member duties. I have a puppy, and just life is really crazy. So I've got a lot of going on, and then I do YouTube and I resell on the side. So I squeeze in working out when I can. I have an awesome new trainer. She's amazing. Hashtag glute gang. Y'all, let me tell you, her main focus, I mean, obviously is to help people get in shape, but is to build those glutes and them hammies. And like, I'm sitting down right now, but excuse my language, disclaimer, my cheeks right now hurt so bad. About to add more classes because I am trying to get to my goals. Actually going to start with this color in the Masquerade, and it is called Pip. So what I think would look good with this brown sweater that I'm wearing is like a green, some greens and browns. I think that's what I'm probably gonna go with. So yeah, I have a lot going on with my life, and weekends are usually when, me and my husband get to really just hang out. So that's the best color. I like to act like I know how to do accents. I can't. Se llama el color creamsicle. This is a creamsicle color. I'm just going to add this color in. I wish that I had, well, first of all, it's not what I wish I would have known. It's wish I would have done is not have let my diagnosis like take over my life. Like, I just took it so hard. My sister has PCOS and endometriosis, and I've seen what she's gone through, and I was just like, her journey is going to be my journey, and she's had it rough. And I was just, taken back and completely overwhelmed and wasn't sure on how to respond or how to react, and I just completely let it take over my life. So I wish I wouldn't have let that happen. I guess I had people who were in my corner who were like, this is not it, this doesn't define you. But when you're like thinking, I'm infertile right now, we're not going to be able to have a baby for Lord knows how long until he allows it, and it just can get really tough, you know, internally. You're thinking a lot of things. And so I'm just glad to know that I can change the tides. You know what I do need to do? One of my best friends, Alita Arciaga, she has her own YouTube channel. I'll link her videos above. I'm going to be a bridesmaid in her wedding to figure out a makeup look for her wedding because I don't know yet. I'm just going to start in my crease. So story time. I went to Wayland Baptist University, and when you go to a Christian school, you have to take Old Testament and New Testament. So me and my bested friend Chantel, we took Old Testament together. First of all, don't be putting us in a class like we disrespectful. No, I'm just kidding. We were actually really good, but we both think that we can whisper. Well, me especially, I think I can whisper, but I can't like at all. So one time, this is gonna sound really mean, but it's kind of funny. One time, our professor was wearing this like really weird green eyeshadow. Trying to whisper, right? And we weren't doing a good job. And Chantel was like, I think she's got some tuberculosis on her eye. She's got the tuberc. Lovely woman, great professor, knew her biblical history. If tuberculosis was an eyeshadow, she had that all over her eyes, baby. I'm sorry, professor. Lo siento. Soy de la República. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not Dominican. My husband's Dominican. Future babies will be Dominican. They'll be mixed between my Latinese. My mom is Spanish and Mexican and Native American. My dad is French, Mexican, and Native American. My husband is full Dominican. Absolutely love Dominican Republic. Whenever I was there, like, you know, family is like, why are you not pregnant yet? Like, we are about to complete 3 years. So like, if you're not pregnant, usually within the first year, there's like, what's wrong with you? So I did have to educate them because they didn't know what that was, about PCOS. I would like to see what, like, I might have to do that on my own time, like statistics of PCOS in like other countries. Like, I'm sure it probably goes undiagnosed because the medical health system, I should say, is not where it should be. Real quick, I'm using spinning wheel on this one for highlighting underneath my brow, and then I'm gonna do some blending out of this color that I added right over here. It looks horrible, I know. Main takeaways to be that no matter what your diagnosis is, it does not define you. Like, there are things that you can do to, you know, prepare yourself, to make yourself, you know, reverse some of the symptoms and effects and effects that you are feeling towards your diagnosis. It's not the end of the world. People get diagnosed with things all the time, and just by taking some simple measures, you can overcome a lot in your health. Drink tons of water. I drink about minimum 80 to 100 ounces of water a day, but usually way more than that, like up into the gallons or over, just because, you know, my skin's dry and I need to flush out all the bad stuff that I've been consuming over these years. Help your sister out that's next to you. Help your friends. Help those ladies in your life. Men, do the same for your woman. Like, thank God for my husband. Empowered women empower women. So just remember that, you know, we all need each other in this world. It's tough. Baby, do your thing. Hey. I have 3 bested friends. Elida, Chantel, Maria. I met them in college. We've been bested friends this whole time since we met. I met Chantel first, my first year, and Alita became my roommate the second year. Alita and Maria came into our lives. I was a lone wolf. out in these streets. Then I grew a wolf pack. I can't remember the words, but we call ourselves the wolf pack. We have one little baby cub, and her name is Erica. She's the cutest little thing. She's Maria's baby. Now, Alita's getting married, and, you know, our lives are changing and evolving. We don't get to see each other as much, especially me, because I'm, like, all the way out here in the panhandle of Texas, and they're a little closer. We're also doing Dave Ramsey, so we're trying to watch our spending. And with my work schedule, it's just crazy. So next, I'm going to try out this new mascara that have been great support during my diagnosis of PCOS. And we've kind of all had our fair share of life changes, you know, as everyone does. And they've been great support. And if you're watching, I just want to tell you guys I love you. I miss you. And I can't wait for us to get together soon for the wedding. Some other things about me. I'm obviously married. My husband, low-key, was like famous for a little bit in the Dominican Republic for, he used to do like reggaeton music. Some of his best friends still do it, but, oh wow. My parents are amazing. They're pastors. I'm a PK. I also work in the ministry. I have a brother and 3 sisters. I had to think about it. There's too many of us. We all look like watered down versions of each other. Something interesting about us is that we, except for my older sister and brother, we've all married Dominicans. And we all like are a part of different parts of the island. Really want to go visit this summer. I want to go see our family. I want to go see the beach and our favorite resorts, but Dave Ramsey out here in my mind, in my head all the time. And I'm like, if we can't cash flow this, fam, we aren't going. I'm going to go ahead and put some bronzer. This is ColourPop pressed powder bronzer. So anyways, I just dab. No. Lord have mercy, I work with high school students. Dab. Oh my gosh. Just dab a little. I like to draw a line underneath my chin because remember, I want my face to look thinner. Full head. She got a 5 head. Got a 4 head. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just make up my own things. Car ain't got no roof. I'm just kidding. I don't want to get copyrighted. I love this Lisa Frank blush brush. It's so cute. It's my favorite. If you are a 90s baby, you know all about Lisa Frank. You have them Lisa Frank folders and those pencils. So yes, Lisa Frank. Here is my ColourPop powder. I don't have like a little cute little case for it because I didn't buy it like an idiot. I wish I did. I regret it because it was only like $1 more. So anyways, just gonna go ahead and add my blush. Okay, I will add a little eyeliner. I've got to do this very cautiously. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna get out of my eyeliner. Like, especially my wing. Is it going to be a perfect wing or is it going to look like Captain Hook out there? She's looking like a spicy mamacita. Hey. The falsies that I like to use are from ColourPop. They're called Queenie. I think it's really important to start checking and calendaring your cycles and ovulation. I have not started keeping track of my ovulation quite yet, but I will. I'm just kind of not ready for that mindset. I'm not in that mindset right now, but I will be. I just want to lose a little bit more weight before I start doing that. This month has been really difficult month in weight loss because I got sick that one week and that completely threw me off, and now I'm trying to get back to where I am just to lose something for this month. So yeah, weight loss with PCOS kind of sucks. And no matter how hard you've been working, and doing what you need to do. Like one little thing can literally derail you, and that's what really sucks, and I hate that. But it is what it is at this point. Oh, she's a queen. Oh my gosh, talking about just some things. Love is Blind. If you've not seen that on Netflix, it looks just so beautiful. That's what you got to tell yourself. If you don't believe you're beautiful, baby girl, you're beautiful. Wake up every morning, you look at that mirror and you say, you are beautiful. You are valued. You are worth it. In the name of Jesus, you're going to start saying it and you're going to start believing it. I promise. I want to blind you with my highlighter. Ladies out there, you are beautiful, baby girls. If you're single and you're waiting, keep waiting. Do not sell yourself short. Do not just, you know, forget all of your, you know, your checklist of what you want, because I promise you they will come. I met my husband at the best moment when I absolutely needed him. Be someone's light in this dark, dark world that we live in. You hear my eyeball moving? Ew. So if you didn't watch my video, I just got sick back to back last week. Like everything I ate, my stomach was cramping up. Like I barely ate. And tell me how I gained weight. My weight, not all of it back. I had lost like an extra 3 pounds. So I thought, oh, like this month would be like, I'm down 20 pounds. That's not going to happen because the last week was stupid. And I'm still trying to figure out how to lose the weight that I gained back. I'm still 10 pounds that I've lost. So thankfully I haven't gained any of that back. But yeah, everything I ate was making my stomach cramp. And when I finally got over that, I got pink eye in this eye. Everything was being thrown at me. And I was not here for it. Like lippy. A lippy. Alrighty. That is my final look. Thanks for getting ready with me. I'm ready to start my day, my Friday. I'm ready to start my day. Fierce, slaying it. You did that, baby. Like I said, don't come at me in the comments because I did something wrong when I did my makeup. Yeah, so have a great time. Thank you for watching. Con mucho amor. Te amo. Bye.